Mhm.
It is. It's just such a small sample size. I like the 10-game mark, but the things I like about it are very, very specific. They have not been blown out once, and they haven't lost by more than, like 8 points or 7 points. And they've played, Utah twice. They've played Portland. They've played Phoenix. They've played some really, I don't think New Orleans is that good. They played them twice. But Charlotte is a good team, and they thumped Charlotte. They have not been blown out once. And so sort of the intestinal fortitude of this team to me is pretty impressive. I think the
Mhm.
fact that they're gutsy, that they're able to stay in games when it's all mucked up and they're not controlling almost anything. I think we've only seen one game this season where they controlled everything from start to finish, and that is the Charlotte game.
Mhm.
Outside of that, we've seen really tough, hard fought games that come down to fourth quarter execution. Their star fourth quarter guy is having an off start to the season, and so they're struggling. So I definitely I think that they can be a 6 seed. I like their roster better than a lot of rosters. Um, if you just like circle Paul George on the Clippers and say, okay, outside of Paul George, I like the roster better.
Mhm.
If you look at Dallas and you look at Luca, like after that, I like the Kings roster better. And so there are a lot of teams that I kind of feel that way, that like they have a good squad, and where they are finding success, and at least sticking around in games. Look at a team like Minnesota, who has what two top number one overall picks and a number two overall pick in Russell,
Mhm.
and they're all over the board. They're losing, they're winning. They got top tier talent, guys who consider like are either all-star level players or could be, and they can't get it straight. Where this team is kind of plugging along, waiting for De'Aaron Fox to just like shoot out of a cannon. And
Mhm.
once that happens, I think they're going to be really dangerous. And again, we saw flashes of that against Charlotte.